started within 24 hours. And that's sometimes hard to believe because most people that are familiar with search engine optimization and how to get ranked in Google, we know, rankings take time. It could take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year. It all depends on how competitive the phrase is, how many people are searching for that phrase, how does the current website look like that you're trying to rank, and compare that to what Google is ranking as the top 10, how competitive are their sites. There's all these different factors that's going to determine, well, how long does it take to get ranked for your specific keyword phrase. So the question now was, how did this Facebook video that we just uploaded, how did that rank within 24 hours? The simple way of understanding that is really understanding how quickly Google gathers content. If you look at your website, you have to ask yourself, how often does Google come to your website? Is it once a day? Is it once a week? Is it once a month? And the simple answer, the simple way to put it, is they will come as often as you update it. So the more frequent you update it, the more likely they're to come back. So think of Google being a really big, hungry guy, and content on your website being food. So if they go to your website today and they gobble up all that food and eat it, that's great, and they'll leave. Let's just say they come back a week later, and you still have the same food because you haven't touched your website. They'll leave, and maybe they'll come back a month later now. And now let's just say you've added a blog, or you added an entry or a press release or an article with something on your website. Now there's fresh food, and this, Google will eat it up and leave. So you've sort of trained Google now to come back to your website every month, once a month, because that's the most likely time that they're actually going to be getting fresh food or fresh content. But if you take a look at a site like Facebook, how often does Facebook get updated? I mean, Facebook gets updated every single second. So think of Facebook now being sort of like an open bar buffet for Google. They're there all the time, gathering all the information, gathering all the content. That's why if you take, for example, an article and publish it on your website and publish it on your Facebook page, Google will most likely get that information quicker and faster from your Facebook page because they are hanging there more often because there's fresher content there. So that's why you're able to acquire rankings like within 24 hours is because Google is able to pick up that content much quicker. So that's how they get to your content that quick. The next question is, well, why does the website rank so high? How come my website's not ranking well, but that Facebook video was on page 1 of Google? In fact, it was ranking #1 in Google. I mean, here's